creative living, utilizing today's technology with the best of the past to bring you innovative ideas and up-to-date information for creative lifestyles in today's active world. With your host, Cheryl Borden.
Marissa, it's really nice to have you here. And you know, in the years that I've done the show and met with crafters and sewers and quilters, I've been amazed at how technology has entered all of these areas. And you're going to show us something today that I had never even heard of.
That would be the new Scissor Mouse.
Scissor Mouse.
And it's a great new cutting device. You can use it to cut straight lines and wavy lines. And the really cool thing about it is it has no exposed blade, so it's totally safe. It can't cut you. And you can trim and cut paper.
You're doing it on the table.
Yeah, you don't need a cutting mat. You can cut right on a table, and it's great for kids. It's great for elderly people, people with mobility issues. It just glides right through, cuts the paper. It's a really handy little tool.
That's going to be fun to try. And I love all the bright colors. I bet you helped design this.
Yeah, I think it might have been a little bit inspired by my influence with the animal prints. And it comes in 5 different colors, and you can choose one that suits your personality. I really like this one. And
I do too. That was my favorite of all of them too. Well, I like the pink and black too.
That one also. And yeah, we both like zebra. So I'd like to show you how it works on wrapping paper. So usually people might use their scissors, and I'm sure you know that trick where you kind of go, but every once in a while it just doesn't, it gets hung up with your scissors. So the best thing to do is use your Scissor Mouse for gift wrapping. So you just start on the edge. Always start your cuts on the edge of the paper, and you just slide right through. And then if I wanted to make it a little shorter, I could just slide right through like that, and as you can see, it doesn't hurt your table.
No, I thought maybe you forgot the cutting mat.
Yeah, no, and you can scrap on the plane now. You know how you can't usually bring scissors and all that stuff, and so if you still want to do some scrapbooking on the plane, you can even do that.
That is wonderful and fast, and the fact that it's so good for children. I mean, it's very safe, much safer than using the pointy scissors too.
You don't have to worry about kids getting hurt or damaging your furniture. You could scrap right on top of your family heirlooms.
Okay. So besides gift wrapping, then you're going to show how you use it for card making.
Yeah, it's great for doing your gift wrapping, and I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy card with the Scissor Mouse.
And this is thicker too.
Yeah,
gift wrapping paper is real thin.
Yeah, it cuts you know, a range of size of thickness of paper. This is ordinary scrapbooking paper, so it's a little thicker than wrapping paper, and it's got these handy little measuring guides on there. So I'm going to choose a height. So I like to choose a paper that has a linear pattern.
Right.
So I'm going to line up that 0 with one of these lines that says happy birthday to you, and I'm just going to push straight across like that.
So you didn't have to measure up 5 inches
I don't
and
like
5
to
inches.
do all that. Yeah, no, this is pretty precise. It just gets pretty precise. And then you just would fold it in half.
This is your card.
Yeah, and then you can even use the edge of your mouse to kind of crisp
like a
that
bone
edge.
folder.
Yeah, like a bone folder.
Great.
It's a really handy little tool. And now to embellish it, I would choose, I'll show you how you can cut a curve. It can cut curves and straight lines. You can cut a curve like that, and it can also cut a gentle wave like this.
Wow.
So this would be, I'm going to go with the wave because I like how that looks.
I do too.
And so then all you got to do is you take your second pattern, you flip it over like this, and you use your first one as a guide to trace. It'll all make sense in the end. I came up with this one day, and I'm like, this is so easy, such an easy way to make cards, and you don't need many tools at all. So I've used that, and this handy measuring, I'm going to choose to go like about 1/2 inch from my original size, and just kind of follow that line. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know.
Wow, you got it pretty close.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of hurrying. You know, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's pretty precise. So I'm going to fold that over like that. Again, I can just use that to crisp that edge, and fold this one over like that. And then we're already ready to start assembling these 3 pieces. So we would layer them like that. Yeah, and then I like to take a little bit of foam tape. This stuff's really handy. Usually it can get your scissors all gummed up, but as you know.
Oh, you've got your holster on too.
Got my little holster. Can't leave home without it. Keeps your scissors handy at your hip.
But these scissors, you gave me a pair of these, and they are great for cutting sticky things, the little foam dots or the foam tape.
Oh yeah, usually
never
foam
get sticky.
tape is one of the hardest things to cut, but as you can see, totally easy. And so then you would just use pieces of foam tape. And I'll just, so you can take your first piece and you peel these back, just like so. And the way I like to do it is you take the card and hold it straight like that.
Oh, because you've already got your fold creased
yeah,
in
your
there.
fold kind of helps you line it up, and it keeps everything nice and straight. So we got our first one on there like that, and then
I see now why you
got the second
used
one.
one for a pattern. I thought, well, why don't you just cut a different one? But that makes sense so that they line up.
yeah, it's handy, and it kind of self-guides you to make a nice and easy card, you know, because some people put a lot of time into cards, but
When I do that, then I don't want to ever give it away.
Yeah.
I've worked so hard on it.
you're like, on second thought, I'll just keep this.
Yes.
So these are quick and easy, and then you give them away, and they make great handmade cards like that. And then you could just choose some little gems, maybe
The color, with the patterns
blue
that
heart
you
or
pick.
something. Yeah. And I can again use my non-stick scissors to. I might even need to trim that again.
Cut it
and
in half and use
as
the other
you see,
piece or
it's
something.
super easy. Stick that on top. Peel it off.
And we're going to also show some other cards too,
Oh
because
yeah, you can do so much.
Yeah, this is the same technique, but it's in horizontal, vertical instead of horizontal.
Yeah, because you can orient the paper however you like.
Right. Ooh, this one does have a lot of bling on
Blinged
it,
it out.
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I got a little carried away with the bling there, but
Oh,
I
it
like
looks
to do
good.
that.
5, 6, 7, 8. And buttons. I noticed that you've used buttons on several of these. What a good way to use up some leftover buttons from a card.
I'm all about reusing those leftover things that you find in
This
your
one's
craft studio.
Kind of like the one you made, but using a different background pattern.
It's
pretty.
super fun, and it's
Happy
so
birthday.
easy.
Ooh, these are nice.
Thanks. Those are kind of a fall motif.
Just glued these little things down.
Lots of little embellishments.
I think I've got this one
one's
upside
like this,
down.
yeah.
This one.
There, I kind of use the paper as a guide where to put those little rhinestones.
Fast cards these are.
So easy, and people really are touched when you make a handmade card. You know.
I think so too, and I like doing it. But again, like I say, I don't want to spend forever on it because then I won't give it to anybody.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah,
Ooh, that
this
does look fall.
more
That's pretty.
fall theme. So I mean, you can just do so much. And I mean, on these I
And you
did
can turn 'em-
3
well, this one might
layers, but
be
you could do even more layers.
Yeah, it might be better this way. I don't know. I like both of
However
ways.
you like it, and you can do different
That's right.
sizes.
That's what's nice when you make your own. That's how I meant to do it.
Yeah.
Well, these are really nice, and what a fun, easy way to make cards.
Thanks.
Very pretty. I like that little mouse, scissor mouse. That's
Scissor
nice to
mouse.
know. I'll have to look for those.
Can't live without it.
That's right. Thank you very much, Marissa.
Thank you.